unless Allah stops me. As long as Allah stops me not, I will carry on praying. Immediately, Allah told him, send down the Quran. It is not suitable and befitting that the mu'mineen, they pray for the mushrikeen, the disbelievers, even if they are close relatives. So if someone's relatives passed away and they didn't accept the haqq, the truth, you cannot pray for them. So now it is your chance to pray for them and give them da'wah. And believe me, my brothers and sisters, there is a big burden, heavy burden on our shoulders, Muslims, that we have to deliver the message to the people. What's wrong with you? Your next door neighbor, you know that if he dies, he will go to hellfire. And you don't invite him? Selfishness. You have the hidayah, you have the light, and you know someone in the darkness, you don't bring him out? It is our duty to invite the people. And I want every one of you, brothers and sisters, everyone now, to start inviting others. Your friends, your colleagues. Explain to them. And if Allah brings someone to the truth, it's better for you than the whole dunya. So every one of you should do that. Because everyone has friends, true or not? So feel for them, they are miskin. They are lost. They are what? Lost. They need someone to show them the direction, to guide them. This is our chance. But if they die, finish. And if they die and we didn't tell them, we will be also in trouble. Because we didn't tell them. We didn't inform them. On that day, they will ask Allah. He was my next door. He never told me. We used to go out, to play, to eat, to everything. But he never told me about Islam. Are you following? So everyone should start from today. You can't give them books, you can't give them this, you can talk to them. Keep praying for them. This is the duty of every Muslim, male or female. Is this clear to you, sisters? Okay. And finally, Abu Talib died. And Allah Azza wa Jal prohibited the Muslims from praying for those who died upon the kufr. Because it is something impossible. Allah says, you pray for someone for what? That Allah forgives him and admit him to the garden, paradise. But Allah already decided that paradise only for the believers. So you have no right to pray for them. Because Allah made it clear. Paradise only for the paradise only for the believers. Clear? Okay, chapter number 19. Muslim is saying this. Say, no, Allah did, you see, okay, this is another issue, qadar. The answer is very similar. A man came to Umar ibn Khattab. He was a thief. So he committed theft at the time of Umar. So Umar cut his hand. Before they cut his hand, he said, oh, stop, Amir al-Mu'mineen. By Allah, I committed theft by Allah's qadr. Allah wrote that, which is true. So Umar said, and by Allah we are cutting it by Allah's qadr. Allah wrote that also. Everything by Allah's qadr. Because in order to understand the qadr, and this is a topic by itself, but write down the components of qadr. That the following components. Number one, ilm, knowledge. The knowledge, Allah knows. The ilm, the knowledge itself. Number two, writing. Kitaba, writing. Writing. Kitaba. Kitaba means writing. Number three, mashi'ah. Mashi'ah, which means will. Mashi'ah. Number four, creation. Khalq, creation. So how many components? Four. These four elements, they constitute the belief of qadar. Of what? He knows everything. So because he knows everything and he knows what we are going to do, so he wrote everything. He commanded the pen to write everything. Okay? Third element, second is the writing. So everything you are going to do has been written, because it's not a secret to Allah. Because He knows everything. Nothing is hidden. Number three, the will. Nothing happens in the kingdom of Allah without His permission, without His will. But here, the will of Allah are two types. Universal will, universal will, and legal will. The universal will is called irada kawniyya. Right, irada kawniyya. Irada kawniyya. Universal will. Okay? The legal will is called irada shar'iyya. Irada shar'iyya. Clear? So Allah knows. That's why He commanded the pen to write. Number three, nothing happens, takes place, or occurs, no event takes place in His kingdom without His permission, His will. Number four, creation. Number four is what? Creation. That Allah created everything. There is no creator but Allah. No one creates except Allah. So this now brings us to the qadar. So in order to understand the qadar, you have to understand these four components. The ilm, right, the knowledge. Number two, the kitaba, the writing. Number three, mashi'ah. Number four, khalq, creation. Allah, based on His divine knowledge, He commanded the pen to write. Some people, they use the writing as an excuse. Say, it is written, akhi. That's why Umar said, yes, it is written also to cut it. It is written, yes. Allah knew that we are going to cut your hand. So it is written also. So you cannot use that as an excuse. Also some people, they use the writing as an excuse, thinking that because Allah has written, so He is forcing them to do these things. No. The writing of Allah does not interfere in your choice. It does not interfere. When you commit a sin, you commit that sin according to your own free Free will. So you cannot use the writing as an excuse. Well, let us take an example to just simplify this issue. Let's say that the headmaster of the school came to before the final exam, and he said to the teacher, one of the teachers, "What do you expect the result?" He said, "This pupil, student is bright. I'm sure he will get distinction. Because I know him and I have his record. So he's fine." This one, he is going to get mixture, A's and B's. This one is going to get only B's. This C's. This one, F's. Now, assume that the headmaster said, "Okay, there is no need for the exam.